hear, like to smell, etc. So when we meditate, we train the mind to focus on one object, for example, breathing. So you will notice your breath go in, go out, go in, go out. Continue to notice the breath. Very soon you run away. You run away, you go to your office, run away to your home. So you pull it back. So when you pull it back, direct it back to your object of meditation, that is one of the factors of jhana called vitaka. Vitaka. So every time your mind runs away, you pull it back, that is vitaka. And then you keep it on your breath. For example, you are practicing a breath meditation, and you keep it focused on the breath, that is vichara. So if you want to attain jhana, these are the two things you need to use, vitaka and vichara. Every time the mind runs away, you pull it back as vitaka, and then you sustain it on your breath. You sustain it as long as you can. After a while, it runs away again. You use vitaka to pull it back again, and then you use vichara to sustain it on your object. You keep doing this, maybe after 1 or 2 years, you get a little bit of kung fu. You're able to keep it on the breath. When you're able to keep it on the breath without it running away, slowly your mind becomes focused. So when your mind becomes focused, this ekagata, one-pointedness, will start to arise. So when it starts to become focused, ekagata arises, then piti and sukha comes along. Piti is delight. When the mind starts becoming focused, you're able to focus it. You're happy, you're delighted, and that is piti. And then you get this very nice bliss that arises, that is sukha. So these 5 factors come together. You have vitaka, vichara, you have ekagata, then you have piti, and you have sukha. Once you have these 5 factors, and you're able to concentrate on your breath, and without any thoughts arising, that is the first jhana. But in the suttas it says that skillful intentions or skillful thoughts can still arise. Not ordinary thoughts, skillful thoughts in the sense that when you attain this state, then you find, this bliss arises, and you know you're entering the first jhana. Then what comes to your mind? The thought, I must remember, how to retrace my steps, how I came into this state, which is so nice, which is a concentrated state. I must remember the steps I took to arrive at this. And then only that type of thought that is mentioned in the sutta, that you will have not unskillful thoughts, but skillful thoughts. Then you continue sustaining it there, and you arrive at the first jhana. And if you want to go into the second jhana, you have to cultivate this until it is stronger and stronger, and then your piti and sukha becomes more pronounced. Then you are able to let go of your breath and put your attention on piti and sukha. And when you put your attention on piti and sukha, then you are no more concerned with your breath. Then you are left with 3 factors: piti, sukha, and ekagata. Then you arrive at the second jhana. So here concentration in the Buddha's teachings, perfect concentration or right concentration is mentioned as the 4 jhanas. 4 jhanas. Because the 4 jhanas, it is a very profound state. And a person attains the 4th jhana, the breath stops. It's a very deep state and very difficult to attain. It is mentioned in the sutta that the first 3 jhanas are perturbable. They are not imperturbable, still can be shaken. But when I enter the 4th jhana, it's such a strong state, and the Buddha says it's imperturbable, tak boleh goyang. So that when you attain that state, then according to the suttas, the mind becomes very bright. The whole mind becomes bright, and that is the best condition for knowing and seeing things as they really are. Because at that time, the hindrances dissolve away. No more hindrances, and you see very clearly, understand very clearly, and you have very high IQ. That's why it's not surprising, like somebody with a very high IQ, like Albert Einstein, his samadhi is very good. You give him a long mathematical problem, he doesn't need a computer, doesn't need a calculator, just close his eyes and does all the calculation, and after a few minutes he writes it down. How can you do that without strong samadhi, right? So anybody with a very high IQ will have very good samadhi. So this concentration. So concentration refers to the four jhanas. I say, monks, that concentration too has a proximate cause. It does not lack a proximate cause. And what is the proximate cause for concentration? It should be said happiness. Happiness is sukha. Sukha. When the mind is happy, then it can become concentrated. If the mind is not happy, then, like for example, if a person does not keep the precepts, you kill and all that, so your conscience will trouble you. And your conscience troubles you, you're not happy. You're not happy, and your mind cannot become focused. So the necessary condition for concentration is to have a very happy mind. So this happiness, you have to work for that happiness. How to work for that happiness? The basic things that you have to have generosity, dana. You got to be a person who likes to help people. Then you have to have very good sila. If you have good sila, you don't harm others, so you don't have remorse. So these are the two basic things. If you do these two things, then you are happy. You know that you are a proper human being. You have a humane character. And then if you do other things like studying the suttas and meditating, then that is further supporting conditions. So the cause of concentration is happiness. I say, monks, that happiness too has a proximate cause. It does not lack a proximate cause. And what is the proximate cause for happiness? It should be said tranquility. I'd just like to mention here, you know, if you all have seen people who have Alzheimer's disease, what we say, mong tong, lo mo liao. Some people, when they're old, their mind is very disturbed. They forget easily and they talk rubbish. Black bat, black bat. This type of persons, you will find that most of the time they don't have good sila, because they've done something wrong in the past, that their mind is full of remorse, full of disturbance. So because of that, so their mind is very disturbed. That's why they cannot attain concentration. So that's why you need happiness to attain concentration. So the cause of happiness is tranquility. And this word tranquility is pasadi, tranquility. A tranquil mind can be a happy mind. If your mind is not tranquil, for example, if you have a lot of stress, you are in the rat race, trying to make $1 million or whatever, so you don't have a tranquil mind, and that is suffering. The sutta says, if you don't have a tranquil mind, that is suffering. So happiness is a tranquil mind due to tranquility. I say, monks, that tranquility too has a proximate cause. It does not lack a proximate cause. And what is the proximate cause for tranquility? It should be said rapture. Or this word rapture is piti. Delight is a better translation, because later books they talk about piti as though it's a very strong condition, but that is according to later books, commentaries and all that. In the suttas it says that this piti is a subtle perception. So this piti, there are two types, carnal piti and spiritual piti. Carnal delight and spiritual delight. Carnal delight is the delight that comes from sensual enjoyment, but spiritual delight you attain when a person attains the first jhana and the second jhana, then this spiritual delight arises. Has nothing to do sensual enjoyment. So this delight here is refers to the